Welcome back to Carson Tate's video log. Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
Is my hair big?
I've just run into this big-haired lady outside of Peggy Sue's barbecue in Dallas, Texas. You look really familiar.
I do. I guess I do. I'm KG MacGregor.
No way.
I am.
No way.
I continue to be all day.
Even into the night.
And I'm here, for those of you who don't know Dallas, I am here doing the groundwork for you for your trip in June to the GCLS right here in the Big D. These three ladies with me, if you have Facebook, check out their picture eating my pie in Peggy Sue's. These three have already scouted the whole place. They're putting together our tour packets for GCLS, and they are going to make us feel at home. I'm really looking forward to coming back, but having the chance to get here first means that we now know that Peggy Sue's is going on our list.
So you're just going to stay here and eat ribs until June?
I am. Is this real?
So let's talk about you. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk first about your, is Rhapsody your latest book?
No. It's,
I mean, the latest book that's out?
No, it's 2 books ago. Playing with Fuego came out in November.
I read out of order. Sorry.
No, that was Out of Love.
I do everything out of love.
Out of Order was somebody else. And I have another one that will be ready for GCLS called West of Nowhere.
West of Nowhere. All right, give us a preview of West of Nowhere, and then I want to talk about Rhapsody.
All right, West of Nowhere, very quickly, is a case of opposites attract. There is
that never happens.
There's a truck involved, a camper truck, which always wanted to do a story set in a truck camper. And it's a quirky thing.
Like the whole stories in the truck camper?
No, the good parts.
Okay.
The good parts.
That kind of a truck camper.
The story is about Joy Shepard, who is a Navy veteran, driving cross country, and she stops at a truck stop in Louisville, Kentucky, and happens upon Amber Halliday, who's been dumped out of her country music band tour bus and abandoned in Louisville. And notice I said Louisville right, because I used to live there. And Joy picks up Amber in her truck camper and hauls her across the country to Oakland, California, where they discover all the things they do not have in common. That's West of Nowhere.
Well, so that's coming out in June. Proper?
June. June.
All right, so there'll be copies available here in Dallas and everywhere at Bella Books.
That's right.
So I want to talk about Rhapsody because I just read it. I just finished it day before yesterday.
Okay.
All right, so that's a very interesting. I mean, it's hard to talk about it without giving this stuff away. So I'm always intrigued when people choose to take up an issue in a book and the challenges of that. I don't want to make anybody scared. I mean, I think you took up several issues in this book, and it was really dealt with really well and very carefully and gently and beautifully.
It was a challenge with this book because I wanted to go pretty deep with one of my characters, and I do think I did so. And I also wanted to do something that, as a writer, less about the story than about the mechanics of it. I wanted to set up a couple of character journeys where only one character could complete her arc. And if she did, then the other one didn't, and vice versa. And that's and in writing, I think I hope I was able to show that there are more than one way to have a happy ending. So we'll see. We'll see what you think.
Definitely. So the story's about a newscaster, an anchor woman, Ashley, right? And Ashley makes me think of Ashley Wilkes. It's a cool name.
I liked it. Ashley
Giroux. And Julia, who is, she does her hair.
That's right.
And it's Ashley's story.
If you say so.
It's Ashley's story. And it's a very intriguing and very deep character study, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
It's outside the box of the traditional romance.
No pun intended.
Maybe there was a pun intended. So, what are you working on now? Because if something's coming out in June, it's already put to bed, right?
Yes, I proofed the galley last week, so it's gone to the printer. And the next book is called Etched in Shadows. And I'll tell you the blurb. It may sound like I'm giving the whole story away, but this is actually on the back of the book. A pair of women have known each other for a very long time, and best friends since 6th grade. And one is a lesbian, the other is straight, married with a child. They're both 39 years old, inseparable best friends, like family. And then the straight mother is in a plane crash and suffers a traumatic brain injury. And in coming out of it, she's able to recover her memories, except for the one where she's in love with her husband. Instead, she finds herself in love with her best friend. So.
You don't like to take the simple route, do you?
Once in a while I do. Playing with Fuego was it was a fun story. It was a light story, and it was kind of an emotional vacation. But I like to do challenging things, and repeating a story that others have already done just doesn't excite me.
So you're on the board of Lambda Literary Foundation.
I am.
Do you want to do a shout out about that?
Yes, in fact, we're having our spring fundraiser right now, our spring membership drive, at lambdaliterary.org. Go and join us, because I'm going to be giving away an advance copy of West of Nowhere to anyone who makes a donation of $150 and mentions my name.
Excellent.
Details at kgmacgregor.com.
So tell us a little bit about your writing process. I mean, do you write? You're prolific.
I write. My target's 2 books a year, and my lifestyle means that I write one of those books in Palm Springs in the winter, and I write the other one in North Carolina in the summer.
Feeling really bad for you right now.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And it's actually good to keep me on task, because I have to get the book finished before I can leave, and it starts to get really hot in the desert in about May, so I have to hurry up and write so I can get out of there, and then it starts to snow in October in the mountains, and I have to hurry up and write so I can get out of there.
That's good motivation.
Yes, it's all external motivation. It's like a little kibble.
So do you write every day?
Pretty much. I write, it's not exactly that I have word targets, but I know about what I have to average to hit my deadlines.
How much can you do? Like I really can't do more than 1,000 words without getting like ADD or something.
Well, some days, 250 words is all I can manage, and then other days 2,000. It really depends on the pace of the scene,
story,
and how much I have to say. But the blessing that I have at this stage is that I find that I write more than I keep, and I know that in the early days I wrote a lot of stuff that never saw the light of day because it got rewritten so many times. It was horrible the first time, and it was bad the second time, and by the 10th or 12th time it was readable, and then pin my editor to pull. So I find that the process now is I know kind of in advance what's going to resonate, what's going to have to be rewritten, and I don't spend a lot of time dwelling on stuff that I know can't be fixed. If I get into a bog in the middle of a scene, and I'll just throw it away and write something fresh.
Good deal. Yeah, I think that's definitely a factor of doing it more and doing it often, because you don't get rusty at it.
You can't get rusty. And you probably do this too. When you're not writing, you're thinking
about writing. Yeah.
And you lie down at night and you're thinking about the scene you're going to write the next day, or you're having a conversation with people at dinner and your eyes glaze over because you're having a conversation in your book.
I think I even write a lot when I'm not even, I mean, people always say, you know, it just kind of took over. I felt like I didn't even write that scene. Well, I feel like I'm writing it subconsciously in a way. And so I'm constantly, hey, we should get paid by the hour.
Well, I think we do. It's just not very much.
That's true. That's true. All right, anything else you want to tell your readers?
No.
Any secret KG MacGregor stories?
No.
You sure? You sure? She likes cherry pie.
I do. It's cherry pie.
That's the secret I've got. That's all I've managed. I'm some news anchor I've managed, some investigative reporter I managed to be.
Oh, let me see. What kind of secret could I tell you? I could tell you something on these people, but
but they have the camera.
They talked about, let's see, cherries.
Cherries.
Help me.
Hooters.
Twin Peaks.
And
breasts.
there you go. That's
that was
really
like the first thing out of your. That was the first thing out of your mouth.
Chicken breasts. That wasn't fair. All right. Well, thanks for joining me.
You're very welcome.
I'm excited to get to see you now and in just a couple of months.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to look at you?
You can look at whatever you want. You can look down the street if you look. Oh my gosh, look at that. Don't turn the camera.
How does she walk in those?
I'm kidding. You can look back now. All right, well, thank you. KG MacGregor, buy her books at bellabooks.com. And this is Carson Tate's Video Log signing out.